Hi everyone and welcome back to our Spotlight series, and this month is a really special one because it's going to be all about canal boats and we're really excited to be exhibiting at the Crick Boat Show. There's going to be lots of things on offer there and some really good exclusive show discounts, so make sure you get your tickets and come along to that. It's really important that your stove is installed safely, especially on a canal boat. So I would really recommend speaking to a local stove installer or marina if you're unsure on how to do this, and always make sure that you do have a carbon monoxide alarm present within the canal boat. We do have 3 different canal boat flue kits on our website, and they are all done in line with all of the guidance. So there's the Soliftec guidance and the boat safety scheme, and all of our kits do sort of adhere to all of those guidelines. All of our canal boat flue kits have a mixture of the 4-inch twin wall, like these pieces here, as well as our in-house specially designed deck system, which I'll talk more about later. It's really good for canal boats and getting through that deck and keeping it nice and short. We've got Canal Boat Flue Kit 1, which is the only kit that does have a short section of single wall. It's about 250 millimeters in length. This is the maximum that the guidelines do say for single wall. So that's the only one that includes that. And then you do go straight into your twin wall using the adapter like this. And then you'll be just into the 4-inch twin wall for the rest of the system. The 4-inch twin wall pipe that we use, I'll just show you it here. So you get the 4-inch internal pipe, and then you get an inch of insulation all the way around. So the external diameter is going to be 6 inches, and that's the sort of minimum size that we would recommend using. The reason that we recommend, and all of the guidelines also recommend using the twin wall pipe, is because it's going to be so much easier to get it installed, as well as being much safer. It can be sited a lot closer to combustible materials. It's only about 50 millimeters, so 2 inches to combustible materials, whereas a single wall is a lot more than that. So it's just going to make life a lot easier to install and not push your stove much further out into the cabin. Going to create a nice and simple installation. Moving on to our Canal Boat Flue Kit 2. Now it's very similar to Kit 1 in the sense it is a straight up and out system. However, this one doesn't have any single wall in it, so it's fully insulated. So this adapter will just sit straight into the stove collar rather than having that 250mm length of single wall to begin with. Things start to change a little bit when you do get to Kit 3. Now this is not a straight up and out system. This includes 2 elbows, so these are 15-degree elbows, and in between them you're going to have a metre length like this one. Using the 2 15-degree elbows with the metre length is just going to create a really gentle angle for the flue gases to travel at, as opposed to, say, having 2 45-degree angles right on top of each other, which is going to be quite a big angle. This is just going to be really nice and flowy for the flue gases to travel through. The Canal Boat Kit 3, you're going to go straight into that offset. So you'll have this adapter first, obviously, just to take it into the twin wall. You'll then have the 15-degree elbow with the metre length and then another 15-degree elbow. This is going to create an offset of about 278 millimeters, so about this. And then you're going to have an overall installed height of 1.2 meters. So just to talk a little bit now about how our deck fittings go together. We will be doing a full video on the full installation, but just to sort of give you an insight into the parts included. There are a few different pieces. So we've got this one, which is like a support flange. We've got this collar, we've got the internal trim plate, and then mainly we've got these. Now these, we've got 3 of them. They are cast iron deck rings, and they are elliptical. So you will get 2 that are angled like this. You can see the taper, and then you'll get 1 that's parallel. And the idea is that you can pop these onto your deck and you can twist them to get the desired angle. Then you'll pop your collar over the top just to finish the whole installation. And as you can see, it is really short. So great for when you're tugging along the canal and needing to get under those tight bridges. If, for example, you don't have a steel deck like on a traditional canal boat, maybe you're installing onto a sailing boat, or you've got a different material for your roof that isn't steel, you may need to use a standard sort of silicone flashing instead. Obviously, these are based on a non-combustible deck. So if you do have wood, you are going to need to have something that can allow for that material. So that's what we would recommend. It's also used in our shepherd's hut flue kits, our canvas flue kits. It does just sit that little bit taller, which is why we do recommend these parts if you can install them. Also included in each of our canal boat flue kits is this piece. Now this is what we call just a D100 bracket. So this part will go onto your nearest wall, and this obviously goes around your flue pipe. you can then cut this piece to the desired length. So it just means you've got that kind of adjustability when installing it to help add strength to the system. So you'll cut that piece down to size, slot it back in, do up these, and then you've got some really nice structure within the flue system. So that's the D100 bracket. So obviously when you are going along the canal, you may need to reduce that flue height. So on the outside of your kit, you'll have a removable 500mm length, and it just simply clips on and off. So you'll have this piece and your cowl that you can take on and off as you need to, and then you'll have a closure cap that will clip on in its place just to stop any water or debris getting down your flue pipe. And so you don't have to have lots of flue sticking out all of the time. So we are currently running a special offer on our website that includes all of these items. So within that, you're going to get our lovely little Hobbit SE. You've got the choice of having some painting on the doors just to give it a bit of personalisation. You're going to have the brass fittings, the brass airflow wheel, the additional coal bars, and then the Canal boat flue kit too that I just talked about. And that'll all be in this lovely traditional black powder coating finish. So make sure you have a little look on there. There's a really good special offer. We are also exhibiting at the Crick Boat Show, like I mentioned earlier. And at that show, we are going to have some really, really special deals, completely exclusive to the show. So get those tickets and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.